A terrific performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away. Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, the era of star free agents increasingly being on the move has created a media frenzy that sometimes can be intense and draining. Some players like Kevin Durant have pushed back against year-long and incessant free agency questions. Warriors coach Steve Kerr said, "We're all actors in a soap opera, and we have to deal with that part of it." Kevin?
It can be a circus. David, thanks. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Schroeder.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Jalen Brunson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Cauley Stein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Bazley in at the 3 slot. You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. Hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years. And in exchange for Paul George, they got one of the richest trade packages in league history.
Passes to Brunson. Pass to Hardaway. And it's Bazley with the rebound. Paul outside. Out to the wing. Bazley passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the shot clock. From deep. The Thunder get it back in a new 14. Here's Gallinari. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Now here's Brunson. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers. Inside. Here's Doncic. From 8 feet away, he drops it in.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Paul outside. Over Brunson. Second shot opportunity, and it's Adams getting it to go.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Brunson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Cauley Stein finds Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go. Doncic, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Bazley, good.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Cauley Stein kicks to Brunson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, the number 33 pick in the 2018 draft, Jalen Brunson. A pretty good start.
Well, I tell you what, this guy is so solid. He was the Naismith Player of the Year and a 2-time champion at Villanova. No surprise to see him handling his business in the pros because he's all business.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
You know, with Dirk Nowitzki retiring last season after a remarkable 21 years with the Mavericks, they are starting afresh, a new era, hoping budding superstar Luka Doncic can carry that mantle, and I think he's off to a great start in doing so.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And you think of everything that Dirk Nowitzki has meant to the Mavericks. Clark, one team for his entire career.
An iconic Hall of Famer. You talk about 14 All-Star appearances and league MVP, 6th all-time in scoring. Most importantly, the franchise's first and only title in 2011.
Here's Doncic. Steven Adams making his last shot. It's Cauley Stein, top of the key. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Oh, great ball movement there.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside, Porzingis. Outside, Hardaway. Here's Cauley Stein. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Now the Thunder with it. They're on an 11-3 run. Paul looking over the floor. And the pass to Gallinari. Down low. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far. You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got his second basket of the night.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Now here's Paul. His last outing, he had 8 points. Beyond the arc, Cauley Stein grabs the board. Mavericks trail by 10 to the inside. Gallinari with the steal. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end. Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this kid. Man.
Yes, that goes in.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Kid Gilchrist has checked in.
One shot.
And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
Now, here is Gallinari. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Here's Doncic. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. It's deflected. Here's Gallinari. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist. Mavericks trail by 10. Misses in close.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
The Mavericks shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Porzingis passes to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Brunson. Sinks the triple.
You know, Michael Kidd Gilchrist getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. And if he continues to improve, he'll be more valuable as a teammate.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 7. Adams. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. Adams' shot is good.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
Porzingis finds Brunson. And Adams sends it back. The Thunder leading by 9. Gallinari passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Ball right side. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. Well, closing out the calendar year, watching the NBA, Clark, it is a nice way to put a bow on it, isn't it?
Oh, it sure is. I mean, the league just continues to grow in popularity. There's a lot of good momentum across the league, not only domestically, but globally. And the leadership is outstanding, and Adam Silver and his staff, and star power across the board with young, talented players. The NBA's got an awful lot going for it, and it's quite nice to be part of that fraternity and to sit back as a fan now and enjoy these current day stars play the game the way they're playing.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And Adams with the slam.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Kleba. Dallas moving the ball around. Powell dishes to Kid Gilchrist. From the low block, the shot is good off the backboard.
I think the main strength of Kid Gilchrist's offensive game, the size and touch needed to be effective inside.
Oklahoma City leading by 10. Over kicks to Ferguson. Noel passes to Adams. The jump hook, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Well, guys, nobody's boxing out. I mean, I could go out there and get an offensive rebound. They're just watching. And if you're the coaching staff, that's unacceptable.
Doncic, no good.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Now, here's Robertson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 6 to shoot. Goes up from the top of the key, and the shot falls short this time. Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against Toronto.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
Nobody near Schroeder from outside off the mark. Mavericks trail by 10. And here is Wright. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
The Mavericks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Well, out of Canada by way of Stanford University. 6'11" power forward Dwight Powell.
Boy, a high-energy guy is Powell, guys. He's a pogo stick and a rim runner. Very quick-footed. I think that makes him tough to tag slicing through the lane. His activity and agility really what separate him and get him minutes on the court.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Boy, a big summer for the Mavs here in 2019. Huge cap room. They were looking to stock up on veteran talent while Doncic was still on that rookie contract. Pretty solid position for the Mavericks.
And he lays in the alley-oop. And the Thunder lead by 10.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
Now here's Wright. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Tries a 3 off the inbound.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing the defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. And it's Noel missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
The first one falls. And so Wright nails both of them. 20 seconds left to play in the first. Out to the right wing. Ferguson for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one.
And this, the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another this season.
Yeah, you know, these are two rival teams that will see each other a fair amount this season. We'll see which team can tip it off with a win.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly. There's a great friendship between Melo, LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Paul. And Chris talked about where all that started.
It's just been a sort of long relationship, you know, and obviously me, Bron, Melo, D. Wade have all really gotten really close. And that stems from the time with the Olympics, USA teams, and then just sharing a lot of the same likes and values and having kids and family and different things like that.
And you see that a lot nowadays. Star players developing friendships and GAs spending time with each other off the floor.
Yeah, some people hate it because they want that bad blood you used to see, but no reason you have to hate someone to really compete against them.
And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Thunder 5 right now. They've got Nerlens Noel, Mike Muscala out there with Ferguson. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Robertson in at the 2 guard. Kleba, the pass to Hardaway. He kicks it to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Puts it up. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Jackson.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Right against Schroeder. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Hardaway? Averaging 12 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
Pass to Powell. Right side Jackson. From the line. That shot misses. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Ferguson. Rebounded by Hardaway. Mavericks trail by 8. Jackson down low. Defended by Robertson. Jackson kicks to right. No good with the triple. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Buries the long-range jumper. Schroeder's got 5.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Kleba. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now, here's Robertson. Guarded by Hardaway. Noel finds Schroeder. No good from outside.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Powell with it. Now guarded by Noel. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And the Thunder with some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for Noel. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Ferguson. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleba. Feeds to Schroeder. Gallinari trying to get open.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Right, left side. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Schroeder. That one rolling around and rims out.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for DeLon Wright. The Thunder leading by 11. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And it's Gallinari missing. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another in a different tongue.
If they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David. 4-on-3 break. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. He feeds it to Muscala. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists tonight.
And the instincts from the veteran point guard. Chris Paul has tremendous feel for the game and for how to get his teammates the ball when they're open.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Gallinari outside. Pass to Muscala. All alone. Mavericks with the rebound.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9. Mavericks trail by 13. Brunson with it. Pass to Cauley Stein. Now here's Jackson. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Here's Baisley. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense there from Jackson. For Dallas, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Back to Brunson. The pass to Porzingis. Over Gallinari. And that one hits back iron.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Adams, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. Then for the Mavericks, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Jackson. And Doncic is subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Paul left side. Adams' shot is off.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Since taking over the starting role in 2018, Willie Cauley-Stein has lived up to his draft spot of being number 6, Greg, overall in 2015.
And you knew that a big man like Cauley-Stein would take a few years to develop. But at a legit 7 feet and great length, he is everything you could hope for in a starting center.
Baisley passes to Adams. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Doncic. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Oklahoma City with the foul.
There's an awful lot to like about Doncic, but probably what jumps out at me most is how competitive he is. I mean, he wants to dominate whoever's guarding him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Doncic. Clark, the level of nuance and the footwork that keeps evolving every few years. Talk about the changes that you have seen from the time you've played to the exquisite footwork we see now.
Well, you know, some of my peers would say that these guys are being allowed to walk and have it talked about as good footwork. So you work with Reggie and other guys, and I hear them all the time saying guys are getting away with carrying the ball and so forth. But the footwork is pretty good. I mean, when you think about it, the step-back three-point shot, the ability to make plays off the dribble, all attributed to footwork. I think it's just an evolution of the game. As players see more and more of excellent work on the court, they're able to emulate it a lot sooner and a lot better. You know, he hasn't made any threes this quarter after sinking just the 1 in the first.
Paul outside. Shoots over Brunson. Off the left rim and out. Mavericks trail by 13. Pass to Stein. And here is Doncic. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
His shot by Paul, no good. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Gallinari outside. Passes it to Paul. A floater. Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
Basket counts. Brunson's got his second basket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Oklahoma City leading by 9. Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. Gallinari passes to Baisley. Adams finds Gallinari. They get a hand on it, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They've managed to crawl down to the 9th best record in the conference. And checking out Dallas, 2 games back.
And when I look at Dallas, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
And when you talk about inconsistency, I think a lot of it has to go to the players, because ultimately they're the ones that dictate how they perform.
A shot by Paul, nobody around. The Thunder with another miss.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Down low, here's Porzingis, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Gallinari.
Well, I tell you what, hard to contain Porzingis now. When he's being aggressive with it, defense gets a little shaky.
And, Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Signed him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
That free throw missing. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
Noel finds Adams. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Ferguson misses. And it's Kid Gilchrist with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. 8-point game. And right, here we go. And the rejection by Noel. Floats one up. Here's Schroeder. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
Yeah, you know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
And Wright gets it to go on the assist by Doncic. Wright's got 6 points.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
The Thunder leading by 8. Schroeder passes to Robertson. Back to Schroeder. 46 seconds left in the first half of the game. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Doncic kicks to Kleba. The Thunder pull it in. Schroeder's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Thunder making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Powell's checked in. Robertson dishes to Adams. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. It's Schroeder with the drive. The Thunder with another miss. Mavericks trail by 8.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
And the dunk by Powell.
Boy, intensity always a good thing, and Powell brings it solid at getting after offensive rebounds for his team.
It'll count. No good on the last second attempt there. And so that brings the first half to a close. Thunder lead by 6. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, hot start, cool finish. What happened out there?
Well, we came out with a lot of energy, but in the second quarter, it died down a little bit. You know, it's real. Everybody's very excited. You know, our team's excited, their team's excited, officials excited, you know what I mean? So we just got to calm down and play a little bit.
And I'm excited. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A big night so far for Steven Adams. He had 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 block. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, the offensive production of Steven Adams, that was extra. You know what he gives you. He gives you that toughness and rebounding. But in the first half, he showed he can generate points as well.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, I didn't even know who some of these guys were, but their bench came up with some big shots. Gave the team a lift offensively. It's always possible guys will see more minutes in the second half, but at the same time, you're a starter for a reason. We shall see, Ernie.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
The Thunder leading by 6. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Cauley Stein, and it's Brunson in at the point guard position. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And for the Thunder, one of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
That one falls for Brunson. All right, Clark, game is on the line. One free throw to make to win a big game. Who is up there for you?
I'd go with your colleague and mine.
Oh, yeah.
But since he's no longer in uniform today, I will go with Steph Curry and Malcolm Brogdon.
Great names. Dallas moving the ball around. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. 15 points for Luka Doncic.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Paul passes to Gallinari. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Adams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Tries from 16. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
Now the pass to Cauley-Stein. Brunson with it. Back to Cauley-Stein. Doncic outside. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Kicks it to Doncic. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Beasley's got 7 rebounds in the game. Passes to Paul. Gallinari with it. Guarded by Porzingis. The shot. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Just 1 for 4 from the field. Not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Takes it from 10, and with that, the Thunder lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Kristaps Porzingis.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Taking high percentage shots has been this group's specialty. On your screen now are this month's field goal percentage leaders. In the 3rd spot, Steven Adams.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Brunson scanning the floor. On the wing, Hardaway. Now Brunson. He's got 7. 6 feet out. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Hardaway.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Paul for 3. Here's Gallinari. Porzingis with the block. Here's Hardaway. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Pass to Adams. Gallinari left side. Over Porzingis. The Thunder with another miss.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring. Tell you what, guys, the aggressiveness on defense just hasn't been there this half, not like it was in the first.
Thunder trailing by 3. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gallinari. Looking to end the run. That one doesn't go. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Doncic passes to Porzingis, and he comes up with the deuce. Now it's a 5-point Maverick lead.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
You're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Mike Muscala is checked in for Gallinari. And Dallas with a change here too. Jackson, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. There's the lob to Adams. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, I love the pass-first nature of Paul's game. So good at setting up his teammates and endearing himself to them because of it.
And you look at the way Steven Adams has developed his offense the last few years. It's been a huge boost for this team. He has always been a great defender, but now he is an important cog on this team in terms of scoring.
2 on the clock. Doncic. Off target with his 3. Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Beasley. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Cauley-Stein's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. It's stolen by Adams. And here we go. Here's Baisley. Second chance shot. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Tipped away. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Deflects the pass. And Porzingis, here we go. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis doing a nice job using his mobility and size to bully the defense there.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City, trailing by 5. And with Adams in his offense, you forget how young he is.
And big men, sometimes they just take a little longer to find their path in the NBA. And Adams has certainly found his. I remember him being in mostly to screen and rebound when he was a rookie, but look how far his game has come.
To the middle, here's Porzingis. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. They push it up 4 on 3. The shot by Baisley, no good.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Chalk up 2 there. Cauley Stein's got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Oklahoma City has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Doncic with the steal. Outside, Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
So both teams changing it up here. Thunder trailing by 7. And here's Schroeder. He's got 9. There's the dish to Noel. Back to Schroeder from past the arc. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Well, there's nothing like being unselfish as a player, and Noel was outstanding in that regard, reading the entire floor and finding his guys for high percentage shots.
Here's Schroeder. Misses the 3. Mavericks leading by 4. Inside, here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Clock at 6. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for that matchup with the 76ers, it's a chance for them to come out and knock off the top dog in the league. A win there can be a big step forward for this team.
Thunder trailing by 6. Knocks it loose. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. They're really looking strong here.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams checked in. That free throw good from Doncic. Clark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight?
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Schroeder kicks to Robertson.
I got yours.
The pass to Adams. Back to Robertson. 5 to shoot. Poked loose. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. The Thunder in 4th.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Right with it. He's got 6. Doncic. And he gets the bucket. Doncic has got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, this is who Doncic is. This is what we've seen from him. A scorer who can take over games easily.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. 9-point game. Fires top of the key. It's rebounded by Dallas. 1:57 left here in the third quarter. Doncic passes to Powell. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Oklahoma City's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. It's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Pass to Kleba. Passes it to Doncic. Now here's Powell. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Nails the baby hook. Kid Gilchrist has got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs. Thunder shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Pass to Noel. Out to the right wing. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Skying towards the hoop and decimating the defense with that ridiculous alley-oop dunk. Go ahead, Noel.
In the corner, Powell with it. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Schroeder finds Adams. And here's Gallinari. Launches it. And the miss. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. And we'll be right back after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The tandem outside, Robertson and Gallinari. Steven Adams is out there with Noel, and it's Schroeder in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's Kleba, and it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 4 rebounds in this game. Thunder trailing by 5. Schroeder looking over the floor. Shot clock at 5. Here's Robertson. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Brunson. The pass to Kleba. Dishes it to Powell. Dallas moving it around. Brunson, no good.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Impressive strength on display by Noel, and that allows him to get a number of and-one opportunities. He powers through contact and is able to score even when fouled.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
Boy, it's obvious that Noel has some nice leadership traits. He's energetic, he's positive. His teammates really gravitate to him and feed off his intensity.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Now Hardaway, back to Kid Gilchrist. It's tipped. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. They grab their own miss. Adams. Here's Noel. And finally they hit one. And the Thunder lead by 1. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Brunson finds Hardaway. No good on that one. And the Thunder going the other way now. Here's Schroeder with the second effort. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And when it comes to the paint, Noel owns it. I mean, really takes on any defender head on. And as a result, gets a lot of foul calls because of his aggressiveness.
And the first one at the line is good. Both teams will make substitutions. Both free throws good from Noel.
And the Mavericks seem to have done the hard part, acquiring a potential franchise player in Luka Doncic.
And you know, guys, we've seen it, but in this league, 1 star isn't enough. That's why I think the trade for Porzingis was a good gamble. If he can stay healthy, they have an inside-outside star combo to build on.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible.
I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Paul passes to Gallinari. To the paint. Here's Noel. And Noel throws it down.
Boy, I tell you, his dunking skills are special. Noel really pounds it through the hoop when he gets a chance to.
Mavericks trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Cauley Stein passes to Kid Gilchrist. Gallinari with the steal. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Gallinari leading the charge and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Hardaway. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the big contract for Tim Hardaway Jr. back in 2017, Clark. 4 years, $71 million.
Hey, sometimes timing is everything. We know that in our world and in all the other worlds out there. And think about that now. Tim Hardaway Jr. has made more money than his all-star father made in his whole career. Hardaway Jr., young and athletic, and a really rock-solid player at both ends.
Doncic is checked in for Dallas. Pass to Baisley. Porzingis against Gallinari. Six on the shot clock. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Most of Noel's points come on the interior. Really uses his size effectively down there.
On the free throw, no good.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Passes it to Noel. He kicks it to Gallinari. Pass to Robertson. Gallinari surveying the D. From the arc. Kept alive. Here's Noel. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Thunder lead by 2.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Right side, Porzingis. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Noel's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Baisley passes to Gallinari.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Doncic outside. To the inside. Here's Cauley-Stein. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. 8 points for Willie Cauley-Stein.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Oklahoma City's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Paul outside. And there's the pass to Noel. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Clock at 4 from 15 feet away, and again it's Oklahoma City.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage. Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Hardaway. Down low. And Cauley Stein with the basket on the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 4 assists in the game. Now here's Robertson. He's guarded closely. Teardrop shot. Porzingis with the block. Outside Hardaway to tie it up. And the layup is good. Hardaway has got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
Boy, Hardaway Jr. is a competitor now, showing you some real toughness. He's not going to give you an inch. He's going to fight you to the finish.
Now here's Paul. Brunson covering. Back to Paul. Looking to get it going. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists here tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
That's a 2 from Paul. The Thunder with another miss. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. And Doncic gets it to go.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Paul passes to Gallinari. Back to Paul. Can they get it? And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Cauley Stein's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, I like how close Porzingis gets to the rim. I mean, he knows when he's this deep, the defense really has no chance to keep him from dunking it.
Thunder trailing by 6. Paul left side. And he's finally able to knock one down.
Only the one made basket in the fourth. He hasn't provided them with a whole lot offensively.
Brunson the pass to Doncic. Back to Brunson. Lets it go from 14.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbow. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Doncic kicks to Brunson. Back to Doncic. And the shot goes in. Doncic has got 13 points in the second half.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Here's Adams. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, you know, it certainly swings the energy and the momentum in one team's favor. That's basically a 4 or 5 point swing, which is huge.
Here's Cauley Stein. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
They get it again. Kicks it out to Paul. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Basil. Offensive rebound. Porzingis with the block. Stein at the elbow. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Doncic. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams against Stein. Adams' shot is off.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it. You know what, guys? You want the ball in Porzingis' hands in clutch moments. Why? He's an impact player.
Thunder trailing by 6.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Paul passes to Baisley. Six to shoot. With the teardrop, it counts. And now they trail by just 4.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Doncic outside from deep. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Porzingis can't hit.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5.
And, you know, with Porzingis, the potential is really exciting. I mean, with his size and skill set, I think he's got a chance to be a dominant force for a long time.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 5. 17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
"17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They trail by 7. There's 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Well, guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nader kicks to Diallo. Lee with the steal. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on a break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
Yeah, we want to play faster, and that's what we try to do whenever they miss. We try to run, move the ball quick, and get easy buckets.
And you were able to beat him down the floor tonight, KP. Thanks a lot for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.